Alrighty, happy sweetest day everybody. This is Mike. Welcome to the Melvin Show. How's it going? Just yesterday I completed my second cycle of chemotherapy. And not only that, since my hair was falling out, since I discovered it this past Sunday, I decided to get it shaved. Because eventually the second cycle of chemo will have all of my hair fall out. And I'll just say the other parts of myself will lose hair. And I'll leave it at that. With that being said, let's talk about wrestling. Yes, WWE, right after their Super Showdown in Melbourne, Australia, they took a 180, definitely, when it comes to character change. Now all of a sudden you see, after Triple H's victory over The Undertaker, after they embraced all four of them in the ring, in the middle of the ring, Undertaker and Kane just attacked out of nowhere, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. So, which prompted Triple H, Hunter's, and Shawn's response to bringing back D-Generation X. So, here's this guy, weeks prior, here's Triple H, prior to the pay-per-view, his match to The Undertaker. I think he was the heel in this one, right? So, then Undertaker responds when Shawn Michaels, I guess, talked about the match, which prompted speculation whether or not Shawn Michaels was going to come back to wrestling full time, since he honored the retirement stipulation back in 2010. But I guess this coming November at WWE Crown Jewel, that's not the case, where it's going to be DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. Okay, so you got that. Bobby Lashley, he turned heel for the first time in WWE, that is. You had next you had the Big Show, of all people. He turned heel again, because the last time you saw him in the ring, he lost to Randy Orton. So I guess that prompts. So I guess either he's with the Bar, or he's gonna manage them. Or I guess he's still competing. I don't know what the deal is. So with that being said, I think that it's gonna be a 6-man, all 3 members of New Day versus the Bar and Big Show at WWE Crown Jewel. That's my thinking. And then let's see, who else? Am I missing anybody? Carmelo's a face. Well, I guess it's safe to say, I guess Aiden English was always a heel, and I guess now the now newly face is now Rusev. Because I think before, when they had to do the whole Rusev Day thing, I guess it was kind of I guess it was the hottest selling T-shirt, I guess, in the WWE merch. But I don't know. I guess Rusev may not be maybe the most popular face on SmackDown right now, but we'll just have to see. So And looks like the WWE World Cup, that's going to be an interesting tournament there. Because you got Kurt Angle's in there, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, The Miz, Rey Mysterio. I would love to see Jeff, no, not Jeff Hardy. Ooh, you know what? Jeff Hardy, either Jeff Hardy and Seth Rollins maybe in the finals, or Kurt Angle. I would love to see Kurt Angle and, well, it can't be Kurt Angle and Seth Rollins. It would have to be one person, wrestler from SmackDown and one wrestler from Raw. So, well, my pick for that is going to be Seth Rollins. I got Seth Rollins winning the World Cup. I got DX beating The Undertaker and Kane. Roman Reigns, he's going to retain over Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. And I'll say this again. The whole Braun Strowman character, look, you got to do your homework, Braun. Look at all the past big men that ever had success as far as title-wise. Look at... Now, Brock Lesnar, yes, he had success. You look at... But there are those that kind of fizzled. Take the Great Khali, for example. Yeah, he took notice back in 2006 when he beat The Undertaker on one of the SmackDown pay-per-views. But then he got hot when he won the vacated World Heavyweight Championship at the time. But then he lost it in a triple threat to Batista and Rey Mysterio. I'm trying to think of another big guy. Look at Kane, for example. His latest... He only had... The only one good title run he had was the World Heavyweight Championship. And he held it all the way until Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. And that was a 4-way. It was Edge, Kane, Alberto Del Rio, and was it Rey Mysterio? I don't remember. Let's see. Take a look at another big guy. Mark Henry. He finally wins the World Heavyweight Championship later in his career. He beats Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. But though he loses it to Big Show, and then only for Big Show to get it cashed in by be a victim of a cash-in via Daniel Bryan. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I'm going with AJ Styles to retain. So let's see what else happened in other pro wrestling news. I guess there's a story about Austin Aries, the former Impact champion. He recently lost to Johnny Impact, a.k.a. John Morrison, who was in WWE. So, the story is... excuse me. After... Austin Aries didn't sell Johnny's signature move, the Starship Pain. And then afterward, he flipped... he told Impact Wrestling to F you as he walked out. As they walked out of the ring. So... to me, I don't know if that was for real, but I'll just say this. Austin, dude, you had no problem losing the belt that first time around when he lost it to Jeff Hardy, right? You sold you did the same thing, and you had no beef then. Now, you come back to Impact Wrestling, and after you beat Eli Drake, you had some successful title runs, defenses, and you come and the second time you lost the title was to Pentagon Jr., right? So you sold, he did his signature move, and you sold it. Had no problem with that the second time. So now comes Johnny Impact. He's the latest challenger. Because let's see, you beat Moose the previous time. So, and if you think about it, the guy that when you first won the title from, the first title from, Bobby Roode. Now, he sold your move, and he didn't bitch about it. He didn't leave he left the company eventually. I guess it was maybe he wasn't getting paid. That's a possibility. But, I mean, really? That is the most sad, pathetic ways of losing a title match. I mean, if you look at WWE, let's say Triple H. Let's say, let's see, what was his last? Let's see. So he married Stephanie in 2004, right? So he loses the title to Chris Benoit, right? And which was supposed to be a one-on-one, but Shawn Michaels is in there. So, let's say, hypothetically, he gets pissed because he didn't think Chris Benoit should have deserved the title. So he's pissed at his father-in-law. So he can win that argument. So guess what he does? Not only does he leave the company, but he divorces Stephanie. Or, well, no, wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. Okay. So he's mad the first time. Now then. 3 years later. He's in a triple threat with Edge, the defending champ, at the 2008 Armageddon, and Jeff Hardy in a triple threat, which was supposed to happen at Survivor Series, but it never did. So Jeff Hardy is the champion, and Triple H took the fall again. But he thinks that Jeff Hardy was not a deserving champion, so he's pissed again. He would have rather faced Edge in a one-on-one, right? So he's pissed again. I'm trying to think. But he still doesn't do anything. A year later, he wins back the WWE title. So then it's decided that in a six-man against Legacy, it was Shane McMahon, Batista, and Triple H in a six-man. I'm trying to think if Triple H was involved in the finish. Now, you would have think that he wouldn't agree to that, right? The finish of that